Simplest camera in the world. Try it. Just press the button.
Hey, gang!
That's Polaroids in film. It develops twice as fast now.
Polaroid. A small 3 by 4 inch picture made of thin, fragile material with a picture quality that is acceptable at best. Today, we live in a world of digital and endless high-resolution pictures saved on the cloud and preserved forever. And yet, Polaroid pictures seem to hold their place in our lives. They're arguably more cherished than the thousands of perfect pictures sitting on our phones. But why? Why is this imperfect product thriving in a world filled with near-perfect products? To understand the story, we must go back. Back to a time when Polaroid was first invented. You see, in the 1950s, Polaroid was an engineering miracle. And it was in large part thanks to this man, Edwin Land. Edwin Land was a scientist who spent his life experimenting with light polarization and developing specialized polarized products. He was a man obsessed with the science of how we see. One day, his young daughter asked a simple question. Why can't she immediately see a photo he had just taken of her? That question sparked a multi-year effort that ultimately led to the production of the first instant film system. In 1948, the Polaroid company launched the Model 95. And for the first time, the world could see a picture almost instantly. Polaroid was revolutionary for its time. But the problem with being fast is that someone will always be faster. By the 1990s, the age of digital had arrived, and with it, cameras that brought even faster results with much higher resolution. Polaroid leadership team tried to adapt. They even launched their own digital cameras, but they were chasing a shadow. They had forgotten that they weren't a tech company. They, in fact, were a magic company. So because they tried to compete on speed alone, the decline of Polaroid grew year after year. And in 2008, it all came crashing down. Factories that produced cameras, films, and parts were sold and closed down. Polaroid was officially bankrupt. At the last closing event, at the very last factory in the Netherlands, a biologist turned entrepreneur named Florian Kaps met Andre Bozeman, an engineering manager for Polaroid. During their discussion, they realized that they shared the same vision: to save Polaroid instant film from extinction. They embarked on an ambitious project that would later be known as the Impossible Project. To understand the magnitude of this, you have to understand the circumstances. Polaroid didn't just shut down. The brand had slowly lost its blueprints, its factories, and the original chemical formulas were gone. Florian and Andre had to basically start from scratch. Here's Andre Bozeman talking about the challenge.
I'm Andre Bosman, and I want to reinvent instant photography film that fits in a Polaroid camera.
And what do you need to do?
We need to reinvent, repurchase, or whatever you call it, all the components that make up the Polaroid pack.
So they basically had to bake a cake with no milk, no eggs, and no recipe. And as you might expect, the initial results were not good. This is the first version of what they were able to recreate. As you can see, the image is a mess. The whole picture is stained a dark, muddy orange, and you can barely see that there's a man standing there. There are vertical stripes going through the shot, and the subjects look like glowing fuzzy spots instead of clear people. The chemicals simply didn't work, ruining the detail and making the photo look like a ghost. Here's another one. With each iteration, they became better. The lighting got better, the texture got smoother, but it still didn't recreate the original formula exactly. What they did do, however, was good enough. They realized that the world didn't need the original Polaroid. That product was long gone. The world craved nostalgia. They craved the tangible feel physical photos that you can hang in your room. They wanted something that had imperfection. The Impossible project ultimately became a success, reviving Polaroid, and in 2017, they officially purchased the right to the trademark Polaroid brand that we know. Polaroid was back. The revival of Polaroid wasn't a triumph of technology, but a triumph of emotion. We didn't need faster. We needed something we could feel, something that wasn't hidden in a cloud, but held in a hand. So why did the famous white square survive? Maybe because perfection is overrated. We are messy, our memories are imperfect, and perhaps this is exactly why Polaroid survived. It's not just a relic of the past, it's a mirror of our human need to touch the things we love. So maybe the best way to move forward in a perfect world is to embrace the beautiful imperfection. Thanks for watching.